Okay, hello everyone, this is Zach here. Right, first of all, thank you for joining me tonight in this section over here. Probably tonight, just want to do a quick updates on, overall the market condition for KLSE especially. I think I didn't give updates really for quite some time because KLSE overall is still pretty bearish. Okay, so I think recently we only focused on stocks that still showing kind of like some strength in the background, and of course I think probably it's a good time, okay, for us to look into some stocks that have been technical rebound, okay, because I think we have been in the bear market, not to say bear market, but market's been going down for like I think 1 or 2 weeks, okay, so it's a good time for us to look for stock that's showing this kind of signals, okay. All right, let's see who is here. Hello, Alex. Thank you for joining me today. Right, so make sure my just want to do a confirmation, okay, by tapping a 1 for me, please. Okay, it's my sounds and screen is okay, right, by tapping a 1 for me. All right, thank you. So okay, now again, as usual, usually what we do is that whenever we go to look into stock ideas, okay, when we come to trade with the dashboard, okay, very important, okay, to look into the KLSE overall. So I think overall KLSE is still in the downtrend areas. Okay, I think today also dropped further. This is I think the updated for though this is updated. So let's go to the sector indices. Okay, do remember the screen, everything will be updated around 9:30 to 10 p.m. Okay, so later on you can recheck again. But I think today pretty much the same. Okay, mostly are still in the downtrend. Okay, thank you, Alex, for the confirmation. Okay, just want to do a quick check over here. All right, so okay, now mostly it's still in pretty much like a downtrend. Okay, everything's still like very rates, okay, over here. So again, a few things that I think we can look into, right, especially you want to focus on line chain stocks or maybe the Pentagon stocks. Okay, today I think we got a few very good Pentagon. Okay, probably later on I will share with you, but just because the screen is yet to update it, okay, probably just want to look into stocks that from yesterday or 2 days ago. Okay, Tafi make a pretty good movement today. Okay, I think yesterday in doing our live Facebook, I think Nora is mentioned about Tafi. Okay, and I says that Tafi actually yesterday in a very crucial resistance. Okay, and today subsequently break above with 30%. Okay, pretty good. I think the volume everything seems like very, very nice. Okay, again, let's look into here. Now today this section here, like I said, we want to aim for the potential reversal patterns. Okay, reversal patterns. Okay, tomorrow anyway, tomorrow during our this orientation section, okay, I will talk about it as well. Okay, hello Mr. Tan, thank you for joining me. Tomorrow during our the orientation 8 p.m. tomorrow, okay, I'll talk about reversal pattern as well. Okay, so I'll prepare some slides material, okay, for you to follow, okay, on the reversal patterns. Okay, but then okay, for reversal patterns we follow we mainly focus in two things. One is the market stages. Okay, of course we are referring to reversal from the downtrend because now currently is downtrend, am I right? So okay, we are looking into market stages where we want to look for a oversold area, which means they are having a big selling in the background. Okay, now the second thing is that we want to see trend line. Okay, we want to see there is a break on resistance. Okay, so whenever the trend, okay, usually we got a trend line. Okay, so for example, if I put my trend back to here, okay, all members should have this. Okay, this is a pivot point indicator where you can see the trend line over here, right? So if you notice, this is the trend line from yesterday for Tafi, and the price and the candles from yesterday, but actually is very close, okay, with the main resistance, and today subsequently it break. Okay, and the next thing, like I said, right, we want to look for what the oversold areas. Okay, so if you look into the market stages, hopefully by now all the members you know how to read the market stages. Okay, so this is what we call the oversold area, which means they are having a pretty big downtrend. Okay, so reversal is best. Okay, when you see the huge selling, okay, on the side of bar over there, okay, and the market stages showing oversold. then suddenly they turn and break the resistance. Okay, so which means they're making like a V recovery. Okay, but again, do remember V recovery usually is very short term. Okay, so you want to try to ride on this short term trend. Okay, are you still with me? By typing a 1 for me, please. Okay, type a 1 for me if you understand. Okay, what I'm trying to share right now. Okay, type a 2 for me if no. Okay, now again, like I said, this we are looking into a short-term or quick trade opportunities. Okay, in this market over here. All right, to see whether we can get some by 6%, 8%, 10% here and there. Okay, so it's very important and crucial to look into the hourly chart. Okay, because hourly chart always is a good area for us to look into a potential pullback areas. Okay, a potential pullback areas. Okay, so I think Tafi make a very strong breakout after some couple COC. Hopefully you're able to recognize that. But let's see how it goes. Okay, hopefully tomorrow or maybe next week we'll see a very good pullback patterns coming in the hourly chart. Okay, I think there are a few counter actually showing a very nice COC pullback in the hourly chart. Okay, which I'm going to cover for today. Okay, now before I continue, I so far I know that Mr. Tan and Alex is joining me right now. Alex, Mr. Tan, is it okay? You all understand about the market stages and the trend line over here? Okay, so tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow in the Monday orientation, okay, I also will cover these two. Okay, how we're going to combine these two to look for a reversal patterns. Okay, now if I go back to this screener over here, this is again the Pentagon guided screener. Okay, so most of the time I will look for stocks that come with pretty much bearish, okay, in the background, which means they are kind of like negative. Okay, for example, I think Tafi fit the criteria. The more negative it is, which means that the stock having a big downtrend, and suddenly it turns to green pentagon. So it kind of like this. Okay, let me bring up my pen so I can draw it up for you. Okay, yeah. Okay, it kind of similar like this. Okay, when this negative, okay, shows that this stock background is pretty much like a downtrend. Okay, and a green pentagon maybe it's like shows that yeah, they are doing this kind of things going up. Okay, with a green pentagon. Okay, like here. So maybe sometimes like I said, right, assuming this downtrend here is 50%, it dropped 50%. So sometimes this kind of technical rebound can be 25%. Okay, so it's a good chance for us to look for a short and quick trades opportunity from here. Okay, now if you look into Tafi, let's go back to Tafi. Okay, I just put up in this daily chart over here. Now this is previously, this is the red pentagon. Now turns to green patterns again. If I switch to weekly chart, okay, still pretty bearish over here. Okay, again, long term still pretty bearish. Now the next thing is that I want to look for the next potential so-called resistance. Okay, so what I do here, this is Tafi. If I look into R1 is 0.58, R2 is 75. Okay, so here. Okay, R1 0.58, R2 0.75. Okay, let's draw this line so I know where it is. 0.58. Okay, here 0.75. 0.75. Okay, somewhere around here. Okay, so this is the area that, am I right? Sorry, just want to confirm that. Yeah, 58 and 05. Okay, 58 and yeah, 58 and 05. Okay, so this will be your R1 and R2. Okay, so this will be your R1 and R2. So whenever you want to look for a potential TP or maybe an area for you to monitor of sell weakness, okay, this is the two main area you want to focus. Okay, so if let's say for example it goes up couple uptrusts over here, then you might want to be careful because of why here is a chance for them to do a inverse pullback. Okay, so like I say, doing this kind of patterns, okay, must be short terms, okay, because overall you're still against the big trend. Okay, but we just want to see whether the opportunity to look for a a quick profit, okay, from this tanker rebound or not. Okay, hopefully you're still okay by now. Again, I don't get any response. Okay, thank you, Mr. Tan. If you're okay so far, again, type A for me, please. Okay, thank you. So again, let's say for example, okay, this is some camp, previously one of the stocks that I kind of like it and flowing to, but after I see this sell off, okay, this is the one that I'm not that keen and interested. Okay, so after this sell off, notice this here already become a resistance, right? And the trend line obviously going down. Okay, still going down, right? So here is the upthrust. Okay, notice these two upthrusts and forcing the price to go lower. Okay, so if you're applying these patterns and this method, make sure you know where is the resistance and you monitor for this upthrust bar. Okay, and this upthrust will form like a resistance. Zach, can you draw the downtrend line, downtrend channel? Actually, the downtrend channel is here. Okay, or maybe it's the chart or the screen is not that obvious. Is it, David? Okay, so well, this is how normally I look for this kind of setup. Okay, so let's say tomorrow I will share with you more example during our member trainings there. Now there are a few counters that I think I noticed. Okay, again, today is a good day for you to check Pentagon Screener. Okay, today is a good day for you to check Pentagon Screener. Okay, because lots of stock actually they have dropped pretty badly lately. Okay, not to say they will like shoot up immediately. Like I said, this kind of patterns, it's not for you to buy here and hold until to the top. Okay, so again, markets uptrend will have pullback. Okay, which is a period of down days. Okay, so again, it's pretty normal. Downtrend, okay, will have up days as well. So this is what we call the inverse pullback. Again, it's pretty normal things happen in the stock market. Okay, so this is only the days that they need to go back up, test certain resistance, okay, sideways drop. That's it. Okay, can break or not, different story. That's different, another story. Okay, we will come back on that later on if let's say this happen. But at the moment, okay, again, if I'm applying two things that I'm looking into, okay, like for example, just I mentioned about market stages. Okay, let's say reversal best to use it when there is a big downtrend on the left hand side on the background. Okay, which is if you notice here, market stages all are below the green line. Okay, which means heavy selling. Okay, of course, during heavy selling, you don't jump in now. This is like catching a falling knife. Okay, dangerous. Okay, you only want to enter it when there is sound strength. Okay, which means a temporary sound strength coming in to kind of like support the market for a while. Okay, technical rebound, downtrend again. Okay, so I do think today volume here is pretty interesting. It's not the highest. Okay, so it cannot change the trend overall, but so far high volume. And if you notice, this is the main resistance, right? The main resistance crossing above this line over here. Okay, again, switch to hourly chart. Okay, if that's applicable. Okay, this is a bit illiquid, unfortunately, but again, try to look for a area of pullback. Okay, if needed to. Okay, so this is one of the way that I think today Tafi and JC were kind of like showing a strong movement. Okay, based on today's chart. Okay, so let's see. I think I got a few more counters to share with you all. Just let me get my charts. Get my screens up. Okay, I think Rand Hill. Okay, Rand Hill today didn't close strongly. Okay, but one thing is really interesting is that if you notice here, again like here previously. Okay, here one round, just a little bit here, one more round, then they push up. Okay, like I said, it's not a big movement. You won't get a big movement because it's still downtrend, but at least you get, if you want to trade short term, at least you can get something from here. Okay, so this round, okay, is even more heavy oversold. Okay, and another interesting part is that if you notice the volume also kind of like increasing. Okay, kind of like increasing from here. Okay, so again, maybe on the wait for the green pentagon to turns. Okay, to look for a quick technical rebound. Okay, so let's look into hourly chart. Hourly chart wise, looks also a bit illiquid. Okay, so I think best you want to wait for the hourly charts. Okay, to turn up. Okay, how about the others? Let's see what I have over here. JC Tafi. Okay, yeah, I think it's like Top Glove. Okay, I think like Monday, I do mention that Glove definitely still in downtrend. Overall, still is like pretty bearish overall. Okay, but this high volume here again, we notice that this is one of the areas, right, having a high volume. Okay, and this round also, if you notice, lots of also in this area. Okay, lots of also in this area. So I think a technical rebound, might happens over here as well. Okay, so if I look into the current trend line, okay, it looks like they are testing. Okay, testing very, very closely. Okay, so again, not sure. Hopefully it will try the next resistance. Okay, let's try from this BSC 360 here. Top glove. If I look into top glove, okay, again, focus these two area. My closest, okay, resistance one will be 1.15. Okay, still got 40% to go. Okay, my R2 is 2 ringgit. Okay, but I think the 2 ringgit is a bit far. Okay, so we focus on R1. Okay, possible 1.51. Okay, even I think 1.51 is really a bit far, but again, let's see. Okay, because usually it capture based on the sound. Yeah, okay, somewhere around here. Okay, which I think still okay, possible. Okay, here to here. Okay, so again, this is the areas for you to monitor what? Sign of weakness. Okay, sign of weakness. Okay, upthrust, like for example, some trend just now. Okay, maybe you want to careful, okay, and take some profit. Okay, so again, if you look into the hourly chart, one of the reasons why I think I kind of slightly like a little bit of this stock glove is the hourly chart, start to show these things. Okay, here. Okay, and probably what for the next green pentagon. Okay, kind of like what happened to Sedania and Dufu as well. So if you look into like Sedania, okay, sometimes you got this kind of like a pullback areas. Okay, turn back to green pentagon, and we want to see whether we can get a quick short-term opportunities. Okay, so I think top glove, yes, kind of like having that so far, and I think Lei Hong. Okay, now again, the section here today that I'm doing right now definitely is not for you to do. Definitely is not to do any buy call or sell call. Okay, I just want to share with you my opinions based on the chart setup currently. Okay, and hopefully we can get something out of it. Okay, so if you want to buy or sell any stocks from here, make sure you got your own trading plan, or maybe you get advice, okay, from the professional. Okay, so all right, now wondering any members here today? Type of A if you are members, okay, because I got some questions for you. Okay, now what do you think about these setups? Okay, this is Lei Hong. Okay, yesterday I think we got some news. Okay, it's good for the stock in over here because it says that you remove the price ceiling, and the price of chicken and egg probably goes up. It's not probably goes up, but it goes up. Okay, so the price also shoot up in the morning, but immediately it closed with an upthrust. Okay, towards the end of the day. Okay, but weird. The candles today is closing. Okay, above the closing of yesterday bar. Right. So what do you think? Do you think this is a good setup? Okay, David is our members. Okay, now what do you think about this setup, David? Or maybe I got Alex and Mr. Tan over here as well. Okay, is this still worth to monitor because we got a big upthrust over there with high volume? It's kind of scary, to be frank. Okay, let's see left hand side. So wow, this is like a previous resistance. Okay, again, a resistance area, a big resistance area. Okay, from here. Okay, no answer. Okay, now this is what we call the overtake upthrust. Okay, so again, if you go back to our premium menu screener, okay, this is the intraday screener. This is some of the things that actually we do cover in the masterclass as well. Yes, worth to monitor. Okay, thank you, Alex. Thank you. Okay, so yes, this is what we call the overtake UT. I think Alex is also our masterclass students. So yes, this one you should know as well, right? Yes, worth to monitor can overtake UT. Correct. Okay, so David as well. So yes, this is what we call the potential of overtake UT. Okay, so as long as the UT is not filled yet, most of the time it got a good chance to make a follow through. Okay, and especially you need to understand where is this UT come from. This UT is come from the bottom of the market. Okay, again, I don't know where is the bottom. We never predict bottom, but definitely it's not from the top. Okay, so if let's say, usually if let's say, it coming from like a bottom sideway, I think still fine. Okay, yes, it will be a resistance definitely. Okay, but it won't go into a big distribution later on. Okay, after T1 low volume may have second one lah. Time lag on the chat box. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, sometimes the chat box is a bit late. Okay, yeah, agree about that, David. Okay, so again, few things that you can look into. Okay, sometimes if you need into, a details one, right? Click on this hourly chart. Okay, you notice that actually this line change here is still holding well. Okay, again, I haven't entered the trade yet, but I was trying to wait for the green pentagon, okay, to see whether got any chance again do a short-term trades. Okay, I think it's pretty good enough for me as well. Okay, for Lei Hong at the moment. Okay, so well, let's see how it goes overall for Lei Hong. Any others? Because actually I'm waiting for the green pentagon to turn some. Okay, let's try it. Because usually it's around like 9:30. So let's see. Today is still 22nd. Okay, it's fine. Still yet to update it. So let's go to our premium alerts again. Right. So okay, P trans. Okay, we got hourly pentagon in the last trading hours. Okay, so again, very interesting. Also good to look into. Okay, those hourly green pentagon. You want to see which one got chance. Okay, to make a follow through. Okay, come with green parents again. So it looks like a short-term BCP over here. Okay, hopefully it can cross soon. But if I look into daily chart, this resistance is quite big. Okay, but setup wise is okay, but just that the resistance is a bit big. Okay, so sometimes it will make a wash before it goes up. Okay, any others? Okay, I got Hwaseong and Orient. Okay, so let's try Hwaseong. Again, this is the hourly pentagon alerts. Okay, hourly pentagon alerts. Okay, all right. Daily chart downtrending. Okay, I don't see any chance to do reversal, so skip. Okay, Oriental. Okay, looks like they are doing like a pullbacks over here. Hourly chart. Okay, illiquid. Not a nice one. Okay, some more one things. Notice here, 3 bar goes up, climatic, increasing volume. Okay, something is not right. Okay, so maybe you will see a temporary big pullback, reaccumulation. Okay, from this area. Okay, again, as a real estate trader, you want to really sensitive. Okay, towards the volume. Okay, so let's try. I think I got Kelly Heng Yuan. Okay, let's try this view. Okay, no daily chart up, so no point looking into the daily hourly chart. Okay, make sure the daily chart is fine first. Okay, before I go into the hourly chart. Okay, so sometimes this is what we call downtrend also got false signals. Okay, goes up. So make sure you trade hourly. You must check daily. Okay, so all this I think not a good and proper setups. Okay. Let's see if we got any others before probably I go through some of your questions if you have for me. Okay, let me know if you got any stocks to look into. Like I said, today is just a very quick and short section. Okay, hopefully we have been in bearish market for 2 weeks, I think. Okay, so hopefully we got something, okay, tomorrow or maybe next week. Okay, a short terms technical rebound. Okay, we try to get it a little bit. 6 crop. Okay, let's try 6 crop because it seems like they are doing a pullbacks there. Okay, also got a gap down. Okay, a very good one. So okay, now for those that who interested in other markets, okay, I think Hong Kong market seems like having a very nice reversal, and the reversal seems like it's confirmed. Okay, so if you have followed our chat room, especially from Sifu Fu, you can actually trade their warrant. Okay, so for example, this is actually one of the stock I kind of like it. We got a big sell-off over here. Okay, notice the high volume. This was just now Orient. If you check the Orient in KLSE, actually just like opposite of Tencent. Orient going up 3 bar high volume and it dropped. So this one going down 3 bars or 4 bar high volume and it's sideways. Okay, so chances for them to go to next resistance is pretty high. Okay, again, not doing any buy call over here, but I was trading their structural warrant. Okay, got a very good NS. Okay, in this area because they just turn to green. Currently, this one turns to gray. Okay, so I think the other one is Gili, but I think Gili today just gap up. Okay, move up. Okay, from here again, a nice reversal setups. Okay, here, notice the high volume. So that's why a nice reversal always happen when the price drop badly. Okay, you want to see this kind of things happening. Okay, and it goes through a little bit of gray areas, break the trend line. Okay, combined with some sound strength. Okay, so this few steps over here, I will go into more detail tomorrow in the member orientation. Okay, so make sure you join me in this section. Okay. So, okay, now this is, again, for those that who interested in the Hong Kong market. Okay, it looks good overall. Okay, but let's see whether got pullbacks or not. I was actually queuing one of the structural warrant. Okay, but again, usually I queue on pullback, but today it just go up. I think the warrant also go up around like 30%. So I think, well, better wait. Okay, because structural warrant usually is a bit risky. So I just prefer to wait first. Hopefully got pullbacks, then I go on to reload again. Okay, so let me know if, let's say, any other questions or you want me to check any stock before we close. Okay, again, hopefully this section here is helpful for you. Like I said, I always welcome message. I always welcome any feedback to me. Okay, like if you notice in the members notice board. Okay, recently I think we have this so-called the members coaching section. Okay, one-on-one. Okay, of course I do it on the weekdays. Okay, so if let's say you got any questions, you can actually make appointments of 45 minutes. Okay, we can go through. Okay, but most important is that during this section, you have to let me know what I should focus. Okay, what you want to know, and so that I can focus. Okay, in the particular areas in the section. Okay, so like for example, I think there's one members when he arranged the section with me, he gave me a list of questions. Okay, which I think is good. Okay, so we do it, in a 2 separate day. Okay, so I go through one by one. In a very detailed way. Okay, so if you want me to cover any other things, regarding market stages, the trend line, you got any questions, just let me know. If I have time, I just do this video here. I will just show example, and of course I will share with you the step-by-step usually how to look for my stock ideas. Okay, if any. Okay, of course, if any. Right, like for example, right now market is not that good. Okay, so that's why I only focus those like short-term one. Okay, if you want to know, even though sometimes I spot some stocks to look into or maybe both to trade, I won't really go 100%. Okay, like for example, right, my usual trade is 20K per trades. Okay, usually. Okay, so what I do in this kind of market, maybe I just go for 10K per trades. Okay, or maybe 8K per trades. Okay, so because now it's weak market. Okay, I just want to try to get 5% to 10%. Okay, again, depending on what type of stocks. Okay, so right, if let's say there's no question, again, thank you for joining me tonight over here, and I will see you again soon.